Good morning. Just about 6 p.m. on the road, on the trail. It's supposed to be a high of 90 something today, which is ridiculous. So got up and out to get an early start. Oh, a toad. And hopefully can make it to a shelter 16 miles away around noonish, and then sort of hang out there for a few hours, and then hike on another 5 to the final destination for the night. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the heat is something else. Like last night I didn't even sleep in my sleeping bag, didn't sleep in my sleep clothes, and it was still hot. I didn't really sleep much. So hopefully this heat flash can end sort of soon, so at least it's a reasonable temperature for sleeping at nighttime. The Washington Monument. Okay, let's see if I could get this truck to honk honk for me. Honk honk. Honk honk. Honk honk. Yeah! That's my favorite part of these pedestrian bridges, is getting a truck to honk honk for me. I do the honk honk. So a couple things. One, I'm in Maryland. It was pretty, I didn't know it happened. I guess it's like when you cross the river out of Harper's Ferry, you're in Maryland. So state 6, I think that is, I'm in, out of 14. So that's exciting. Another thing, I should give a shout out to my boyfriend's mom and her partner for letting us stay at their house, or letting me stay at their house for 4 days. I really appreciate it, and we got to walk around the mall, and yeah, it was a really good and relaxing time. So thank you, Mark and Anna, for letting me stay. So just coming off a sort of siesta at the last shelter, and from there it was 4.8 until the place we're staying tonight. Got there around 12:30, stayed until almost 3. Would have liked to stay a half hour longer, but this very large group of hikers was accumulating there, and they were talking about how they're going to the same place as me. So whatever, less half-hour rest there, more half-hour rest later, and hopefully a good tent spot, because comments for this upcoming shelter say that there's a lot of mosquitoes. So I'd like to be able to sleep in my own tent instead of in the shelter.
Yeah, I noticed you guys don't really sleep.
That's a big fan.
Last night we stayed at Raven Rock Shelter. Wow, it might be one of the nicest shelters we've stayed in, if not the nicest shelter. It was very clean. All the tent sites were beautiful. It had bear cables. Maryland is good on these shelters, but in a few short miles I will be leaving Maryland, and I will be in Pennsylvania, state number 7. Very exciting. Also, shout out to Julia, who had hiked through here with some friends a little while ago and left me a little note in one of the trail logs. So fun. Thank you. Yay! Yeah! Oh boy! Try to hold on with one hand. Ah! In the north,
Oh, it is.
in the south. In the north, in the south. Even though you can hear all the trucks. So we're at camp. I chose the campsite tonight. I did a bad job. It's very far from the trail and the water is very far away and not very good. But I did some engineering so that the water could be good. But what's exciting, because none of this is exciting, I was going to say more exciting, but this isn't very good. My friend Dan, who I've known since childhood, lives in Philadelphia, which I guess maybe is close to here. I don't know. He said it was close. And he's coming down to camp with us tonight. And then we'll walk out with him in the morning. And I haven't seen him, I think, since before COVID. So, doubly exciting. Camp fun times.
Dang.
Okay, I'm like,
Losing confidence.
Do you even want to eat all that?
no, not really.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's go.
Dan is here. Dan, wave to the camera. That's going on YouTube. Dan brought us drinks. Thanks, Dan.
Oh.
Look at this cute. Look at this cute shelter. Wow. There's a bench. It has this. Yeah, it swings. It has flowers. It has a creek. Benches. A picket fence. Like, what's going on here? Friends. Oh, one friend. Two friends. Hello. What is it? Is it the halfway? We're halfway!
Yay!
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Another milestone. Literally. It's literally milestones.
It's a milestone.
How cool is this? The math isn't accurate anymore, but we have arrived at the general store where other hikers do the half-gallon challenge, but not us. One ice cream sandwich makes us poop. Coming off a 3-hour break. Oh, water, a stream. I thought it was a biker. I'm on a bike trail. Coming off a 3-hour break, 7 miles till the end of the day. It's been an amazing day. It's been so beautiful. I got to start off hiking with Dan. The shelter we stayed in last night was like a magical fairy wonderland. Oh, I'm still in this park. Thought I was getting out of this park. And yeah, the weather has been incredible. It's been cool and comfortable, and the terrain has been lovely. So far, southern Pennsylvania isn't too rocky, but I hear that's going to change soon. But yeah, only a few miles left in the day. I'll listen to a podcast, have myself a nice time, and then tomorrow we'll be in a town. I am indoors. It's very buggy. I still see my friends.
Hi.
I just realized I never explained what the half-gallon challenge is. So, there's this place called Pine Grove Furnished General Store, and it's sort of just after the halfway point of the AT. Maybe at some point it was the halfway point, but it's not anymore. And as a hiker, you have, hiker hunger. So when you go there, there's a challenge for hikers to eat a half-gallon of ice cream. I did not do it. My lactose tolerance seems to be trees. My lactose tolerance seems to be decreasing on the trail. I had 2 ice cream sandwiches the other week and I had an emergency. So I thought that eating a half gallon of ice cream would be a bad idea for me, especially when you have to hike out after. We watched a few people do it. It's pretty impressive. It's one of those giant tubs plus a pint of ice cream. So kudos to those who did it. I'm very glad I didn't, but it was fun to watch. This is a very narrow passageway. Let's see. Look at this. What is this trail? I'm too short for this. That's as tall as my shoulder. So we're at this town music festival. I leave to go to the bathroom. I come back and Neo has told me they've signed me up to speak in front of all these people. All these people about being a thru hiker. I don't want to do it, but I said I need my support friend, so Neo will be joining me on stage and we will talk about being thru hikers. So we're leaving Boiling Spring a little later than intended. It's like 2:20. It's Boundary Day. Because, you know, when you're a local celeb, you gotta talk to the people. Yeah, the talking was fine. We just answered some questions about being thru hikers, and then afterwards a bunch of people came up and asked us questions. And then one guy, as we were walking away, even offered us some fresh oysters we could shuck from a cooler in his trunk. So, you know, you don't get that kind of offer every day. But yeah, now we're heading to Carlisle. Gonna split a hotel room, and then tomorrow on to Duncannon.
If you make Duncannon.
What's the magic? Cookie. Fresh strawberries. Hello?
No, I mean, like, if you're just chatting. Yeah, definitely.
I come to you today from the laundromat. We had a sort of hiccup at the hotel this morning that caused us to start a little later than we would have liked. It's also sort of screwed with our accommodations for tonight in Duncannon. So we're conquering and dividing. Neo is going to, there's a church in town that has bunks, maybe camping, maybe stuff for hammocking. So they're gonna go figure out what that's about, because I tried to email this campsite or call this campsite in town and no one answered. I'm doing our laundry. That's why I'm in my my snazzy rain outfit. And Gumby's off to find his friends who will go out to dinner with tonight in town. But yeah, we also had my friend Julia from home visited yesterday, and she drove us to dinner and drove us to resupply and brought us like fresh wild strawberries, and it was amazing. Thank you, Julia, for helping us out. You've done trail magic for us now. And she also hiked with us a bit this morning, so that was fun. It's been fun having like friends from home out the last couple of days, and definitely appreciate the people who appreciate this and want to provide the support. But yeah, it's interesting. I asked her, you know, now that you've spent some time with thru hikers, what's like something that's the biggest surprise? And she said that like all the calculations and the logistics and the planning that goes into this, and how things could change in an instant. Yeah, and we're having one of those kinds of days where there's lots of calculations happening and changing. So yeah, I guess it's a prime example, but most of these things are easily overcome, so nothing to be stressing about. I'm also trying to upload a YouTube video right now because it's a Sunday, and I was at a place that had really good Wi-Fi, and then I came to do the laundry, and we'll see how long it takes. Do you want your face in the video? It can be.
Pizza.
So this building behind me is owned by a church here in Duncannon, and they let hikers stay in the basement for free, and it is very nice down there. I just spent like 2 hours hanging out down there with other hikers. You can sleep, but we are camped out here. And yeah, the pastor came down and chatted with us, and he's super nice, and this is really lovely, and they have so many amenities, and it's very clean. So yeah, it's gonna be a good night. It's almost 9, very bright out, and I'm gonna get in my tent and go to sleep now. I don't know what it is about last night, but I slept fantastically. I haven't been sleeping well lately, so it's so nice to have a full night's rest. I wish I could be leaving town now, but excuse me, we have to go to the gas station to get a resupply. Ideally, they have a good enough resupply for 3.5 days of hiking. If not, I guess it's either walking kind of far away to a grocery store, or waiting until 9 o'clock when the outfitter opens. So we'll see. It's a little after 9 and I'm on the trail. What, this looks like a town to you? No, this is the Appalachian Trail. You walk through a lot of towns in Pennsylvania, and Duncannon is one of them. And the blazes are on the, whoa, uneven terrain out here, are on the telephone poles. So, feeling a little sad because I think the gang might be breaking up, and it'll be my first time alone since like the first day, and it's a little different being alone in Georgia than it is in Pennsylvania, just because of like the location, the frequency of like amenities and things, frequency of water, everything sort of being new in Georgia, and in Pennsylvania it's about to get rocky and kind of hard, and gonna be kind of sad to like walk into a camp alone at the end of the day kind of thing. Neo, I might see Neo again today. They have to deal with some post office stuff, so maybe I'll see them at the same campsite as me, but I think Gumby's gonna head on. He wants to challenge himself through this last bit of Pennsylvania since it's gonna be probably kind of boring. Not a lot of views and just like very rocky, so we'll see. Also, my bag's very heavy right now. I gotta walk up this big hill. It's full of food, which I guess is good. I got some pizza I'm packing out. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, back on trail. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It just kept running up the trail towards me. Hi. Okay. Oh, you're so funny. This is really nice. Someone left waters. It's trail magic, which is great because it's a hot day and it's a long stretch without much water. Pennsylvania has got some names. Like, how do you pronounce this? Shikelamy? That's the best I got. It's very buggy here, so this is how I have to eat with my bug net on.